new Mr. Marichek? Not so impressive. Too young, too skinny.
I think he's beautiful. Welcome back, George.
Congratulations, George.
I could use some help out here. We do have customers, you know.
That reminds me, I need to go have a word with Mr. Kodai.
Isn't it wonderful?
Miracle. Absolute miracle. A word, Mr. Kodai.
Oh, who cares about him? That's all in the past.
Is it?
Ever since last night. Remember what a silly, confused girl I was last night?
You were?
Oh, yes. I didn't know what to do or where to go, and somehow my feet started walking down the street, across the bridge, and past the Metropole Cinema. And do you know where?
Where?
Right into the library.
The library?
Can you imagine?
Well, how'd you like it?
You've never seen such a place. So many books, so much marble, and so quiet. And suddenly all of my confidence dribbled away with a pitiful flop. My head was beginning to spin and my forehead was covered with cold perspiration. I started to reach for a book and my hand automatically came to a stop. I don't know how long I stood frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. Oh, how I wanted to believe when a kindly voice, a gentle voice whispered, "Pardon me."
Pardon me?
Uh-huh. And there was this dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly respectable man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, "Now, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help?" I said no. Yes, I am. The next thing I know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul, whose tender brown eyes kept sending compassionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new girl of me, for suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back of my mind, I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all of the while, I was wondering why an illiterate girl should attract him. And all of a sudden, he said that I couldn't go wrong with the way of all flesh. Of course, it's a novel, but I didn't know I certainly wouldn't expect him. Well, he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist.
Optometrist?
Optometrist. You know, with this dear, sweet, slightly bespectacled gentleman said to me next, he said he could solve this problem of mine. I said, how? He said if I liked, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things. I said when? He said now. His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait, think, dare you go up to his flat? What happens if things go wrong? It's obvious he's quite strong. He read to me all night long. Now how about that? It's hard to believe how truly domestic and happily hopeful I feel. I picture my Paul there, reading aloud as I cook. As long as he unlike someone else, someone I dimly recall. I know he'll only have eyes for me, my optometrist, Paul.
Well, I suppose I should tell you, Mr. Godai will be leaving us immediately, Mr. Marichek's orders.
Why? I mean, it's nice. But what happened?
Well, I'm afraid I can't tell you.
I bet I know. I told him they'd catch up with him. Did you know that half the perfume and toilet water from this shop ended up in his bathroom? I mean, he told me.
Oh, incidentally, now that you're back and everything is settled, I might as well tell you. I sent the anonymous letter.
Vladislav, what anonymous letter?
Well, I sent a letter to Mr. Marichek explaining that he had a clerk who was cheating with your wife.
You mean with his wife?
Yeah, that's what I put on the letter.
I can't believe you.
Well, I had to do what I had to do, you see. Business is getting bad, and I thought that if he were to fire someone like Kodai, who deserves it, he might not fire someone like me, who doesn't.
Do you realize just how much trouble you've caused?
Oh, of course I have. But I would never have thought that he would have thought that I meant you. It's just...
Well, I just hope you've learned your lesson from all of this.
Oh, I have. And the next one, I should name the names.
Miss Ritter, I'm going to need 2 weeks' pay from Mr. Kodai.
Here it is. No. My pleasure. Good day, madam. May I help you?
Do you carry flowers of spring?
Yes, right.
Arpad, what's with the new suit?
Oh, this. Guess what?
What?
Mr. Marichek just promoted me. I'm a sales clerk now.
Oh, congratulations, Arpad.
Oh, and one more thing. It's not Arpad anymore.
It's not Arpad, then what is it?
Mr. Laszlo.
Why that's...
It's my last name.
Thank you, madam. Please call again. Do call again, madam.
Miss Ritter, may I present to you our newest clerk, Mr. Leslie.
Just ask Mr. Marichek.
Oh, Arpad, how wonderful.
What's wonderful? Mr. Marichek just promoted me. I'm a sales clerk now.
Can you believe it? Stephen Kodai replaced by a delivery boy.
Replaced?
That's right, Arpad. I'm leaving. I just resigned. I won't stay here another day.
You didn't resign. You just got fired.
All right, believe that if it makes you happy. But you won't be happy for very long, because any day now that door will close for the last time. And then you can just take a walk over to Hammersmith.
Hammersmith? That's closed.
Only temporarily for renovations. You see, it has a new owner. Stephen Kodai.
Some owner.
Nevertheless, it's true. You believe me, don't you, darling?
Of course I do. Here's your down payment.
It's been grand, knowing you, grand, being your friend. You've been kind, loyal, and so generous, right down to the end. Please don't grieve watching me leave. That would be much too painful to stand. It's been fun, now I must run, but it's been grand, perfectly grand. Ilona, farewell, Sherry, be brave, chin up. It's been sublime, you mustn't, with precious moments. bent over me. You don't have time to remember when you're lonely or blue. There's a hollow in my pillow for you. Seaboat, what can I say? Seaboat, no tears, be gay, you know, old friend. I'm in your debt, I owe you more than I could possibly repay. I won't forget. Give your wife a little kiss from Kodak. I've never met her, but I will by and by. Though I hate leaving you, hate leaving your form intimate love. It's a small pleasure, but I'll treasure each warm intimate snub. It's been grand, let me say, and let me say au revoir, not goodbye. For it's grand going, you'll all be working for your friend. Kodak.
I'm ready for thousands of customers.
Only 12 more days to go.
People with time to spare will shop at their convenience. 12 days to Christmas, 12 days to Christmas. Look at the way they do their Christmas shopping. They can go shopping and still remain calm and sedate. These are the people we envy and the people that we hate. Thank you, please call again. You call again.
Quite a day, Mr. Novak.
It certainly was, Miss Polish.
Oh, thank you for the book. It was excellent.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. Tell me, are you going to be taking the bus home today, Miss Polish?
Yes, I am.
May I walk you to the bus stop?
I'd like that, Mr. Novak. Thank you.
Long drummers drumming, pipers piping, letting records piping, railroads are leaping. 9 days to Christmas, 9 days to Christmas. Still enough time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who shop at time, still enough time. These are the people who organize their time at their disposal. 9 days to Christmas, 9 days to Christmas. Still enough time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who plan their days wisely and well. These are the people who shop in time and they can go to hell. Thank you, please call again to call again. Thank you.
Are you in a very great hurry, Miss Polish?
No, not at all.
I was thinking maybe a cup of coffee on the way to the bus stop.
I'd like that, Mr. Novak.
So would I.
Playmates of milking service, one's a swimming 6 feet of lane 5 rollers. don't think I could take it. I haven't stopped for a minute.
I waited on 53 customers personally.
It's too bad Mr. Marichek can't be here.
I'll make sure to show it to him when I stop by the hospital later. This is it. Tonight she's going to ask me home for Christmas Eve.
Splendid.
How is that splendid? Tonight's the night she's supposed to meet dear friend.
But dear friend, that's you.
That is precisely the point.
I give up. You're too complicated. If you want your way out of this, you know what you should do? Shoot yourself.
Amalia, my friend's coming to pick me up. Will you let me know when he gets here?
All right. Mr. Nolvan,
Yes.
Mother and I would be so happy if you'd spend Christmas Eve with us.
Oh, Miss Polish.
It's a very special Christmas Eve. Do you know who's going to be there? Dear friend.
Who?
Dear friend, the man I've been corresponding with, remember?
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to intrude.
Intrude, you'd be hoping. After all, you know him. You've met him and you're so alike, really. You could help me with the conversation when it gets too deep. Please, Mr. Nolvan.
I just hope you aren't making a mistake, Miss Polish.
I know you're not.
Look who it is.
It's Mr. Marichek.
Rose will I be Christmas Eve?
Merry Christmas, sir.
She's all that one day.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Mr. Marichek, I thought I heard your voice.
Miss Ritter, have you time for a drink?
Champagne. I'll make time.
Mr. Marichek, does your left shoulder hurt you at all anymore?
Still sore, but
Fair enough, fair enough.
Mr. Marichek, I thought I heard your voice. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Seafoes. Say, would you grab 6 goblets from the back?
Of course.
Shall I open it? I love opening champagne.
I'm glad you could be with us for Christmas Eve, Mr. Marichek.
Be here as well.
The goblets.
The champagne. Shall I pour?
Of course.
Make sure not to give Arpad too much until he's grown some facial hair. The toast, Mr. Marichek?
Christmas Eve, the shop, all of us together. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Arpad can't even handle it.
May I?
Thank you. George, tonight, how would you say to a gala dinner at Bever's, perhaps?
Oh, I wish I could, Mr. Marichek.
But you weren't expecting me, I understand.
I've been invited by Miss Bosch.
Oh, don't put it on the spot, my boy. That's far more important.
I think it is. He's here.
He's here. Miss Ritter's friend.
Isn't he handsome?
Intelligent looking.
He has beautiful eyes.
He's an optometrist.
Much better than Kodai, I'll say that.
And I love the way he walks.
Look at that coat, that hat. Is he rich?
I don't know. He has dimples. That's it. Tonight when he asks me to marry him, I'm going to say yes.
Ilona, I had no idea.
Neither does he. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good evening.
Ah, youth. Well, thank you for the champagne, Mr. Marichek. But now I must be heading home. You see, I've got a wife and children waiting for me. And my wife's sister. And her children. And God knows who else. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, Mr. Marichek.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Seapost. Anyway, Arpad,
Yes, sir?
are you busy tonight?
No, sir.
Oh, yes, you are. You're going to Vedder's.
Nutters. What's that?
Ah, George. Arpad and I are going out for a night in town.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Marichek.
Merry Christmas, Miss Polish.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas, George.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Novan.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Laszlo.
I'm going to Weber's.
Tell me, Mr. Laszlo, is there anything special that you would like for Christmas?
Well, it's too much to hope for.
But At least tell me what it is.
I wouldn't get it anyways.
Just tell me.
Well, what I really want, more than anything, is a motorcycle.
Sure, my boy. You won't be getting it.
Oh, let me help you with that. The cigarette box.
I know you hate them, but I rather like them, and I thought as a gift for a dear friend.
But what if he isn't a smoker?
He likes music.
And it is just a box. You know, Miss Polish, I don't hate these things nearly as much as you think I do. In fact, I don't think I'd mind owning one myself.
You wouldn't.
No, if only to remind me of the first day you came here, remember? I'll never forget. What is it, madam? It's a candy box and it's functional.
I was so terrified, and you were so awful. Did I really sound like that?
You sounded irresistible. As a matter of fact, I remember thinking to myself, why, there's a girl I could almost fall in love with.
But you were so awful.
I know.
And you never said anything.
Well, how could I? I knew how you felt.
But you didn't, really, you didn't. Because I was attracted to you too. More than attracted.
Awful as I was.
What a shame you never spoke up.
And you.
Who knows what might have been.
I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. But together, you and I will laugh at last night someday.
Dear friend, it's really true then. It's what I hoped for, that it was you.
Dear friend, I had to tell you I couldn't stand it until you knew. 2 weeks, I've known for 2 weeks. I was so tempted, I didn't dare. I wanted you to know. I thought you might have guessed. I couldn't wait another